Hello everyone. Well, it's really quite autumnal here today. It's got a bit of a bite to the wind, even though it's sunny for the first time in what seems like ages. It is a bit cool, and it's now sort of getting towards mid-September, so it's yeah, summer's out the way, I'm afraid. But anyway, I've got a bit of a problem, and it's a little bit of a concern as well, because we're finding that quite a lot of the grapes are disappearing, and I think it's because of birds. We've never had a problem with birds in the past, partly because we've got loads of birds of prey, including buzzards and red kites, which are just beautiful, by the way. So it's never really been a problem. But this year, some grapes are going missing, and I can't afford to have spent all that hard work getting the vineyard in a pretty nice condition. Not perfect, obviously, but I really would hate it for all to disappear into the stomachs of our feathered friends. So for that end, I bit the bullet. I bought some netting, and I'm just going to start putting it up. Now, I'm not an expert in this at all, as you can probably tell, but what I've got is I've got some, I think it's 19mm netting. It's woven, so it should stand up to a little bit of wear and tear, and I think I got it for about £75, which is just under $100 thereabouts, probably about $90, something like that, for 100 metres by 4 metres wide. So what I'm going to try and do is loop it over the lines and probably tie it somehow underneath. And what I've also got, because I don't want it to rip if it's going over the metal posts, so what I'm going to try and do, this is a little bit Heath Robinson, to be honest, a little bit sort of hit and miss. I'm going to put these over the top. This is just normal polystyrene pipe lagging. I'm just going to put that over the ends of the posts here, so that if there is a little bit of movement in the netting, it doesn't rip it. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So anyway, I've got a big bag of netting here, so I'm just going to open it up and see how we get on. There we go. This is the woven material. I was assured that this was the better stuff to get, rather than the sort of single stranded polypropylene or whatever that's made of anyway. But this is meant to be a lot more durable. If I just get one out there, you can probably see it against my finger. It's got lots of little knots in it, and it's from a company called Conquer. Go, they've given me one of those. Looks like if you want to put the discount code CONQUER10 in there, then you get a 10% discount off your order as well. I dare say that's probably only applicable in the UK, but you can try it if you're in another country, just to see whether they do export. But there you go, it's a little discount code off all things netting, I think. I've not gone overboard. I've only got enough to do probably about 4 or 5 rows. I've got 100 metres, actually it's 4 rows, 100 metres is 4 rows for us here. And the reason being is I wasn't quite sure whether it would work, whether it would do the job, whether it's actually some other animal destroying my grapes. So I thought I'd give it a go. If it works and it's successful and it protects these 4 rows, then I'll probably expand it. But the way we've got it set up here is this section of vines here, the 11 rows we've got here, will be harvested well before the next section of vines. So I can probably just swap the netting over to the next ones, as it were. So I don't know, we'll see. Now, the rows which seem to have the most grapes which haven't been affected are actually the ones either side of the kite that I've got flying. So whether that's sort of circumstantial evidence that the kite actually works for keeping birds off, I'll leave that up to you. But it seems that the thickest set of grapes, and also the ones which have been least affected, are the ones around the kite. So I'm going to actually protect those with the netting now. If the other ones get eaten, well, you know, that's not good, but at least we've got something to work with. So it's all a learning curve, isn't it? That's what I'm finding with this game. I've managed to find the end. That was hard work. So I'm just going to walk up the aisle and see if we can drag up 25 metres of netting. Okay, next stop is just to cut some of this tubing and just put it over the tops of the posts, and then we'll see if we can figure out a way of actually stretching the netting over the top without ripping it. Well, they've told me that this is 4 metres wide. It doesn't look 4 metres wide at the moment, but of course it's all gathered up. So I'm hoping that once I stretch it all out, it will be okay. Really, I only need it probably about, probably I don't need it 4 metres to be honest, but I only had the choice of 2 metres, 4 metres, 6 metres, something like that. 4 metres seemed to be a pretty good choice. I'm going to go up the far end where it's actually crimped, and that should help me start the whole lot off. So yeah, join me up there. The bird up there seems to be doing its job. It's windy today. Now, when I say it's crimped, it's not really crimped, it's just been gathered together with a bit of tape. Anyway, that's quite handy actually, because I can just leave that taped and start it at this end and just see how we get on. Just going to put the camera on the tripod just so that I can use 2 hands. I think if I have it roughly half both sides, then that will give me a good starting point. Right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, these polystyrene bits which I put up here are quite good because it grips it quite nicely. It's not going to get snagged on the metal post, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with those so far. I'm just draping what I think is roughly half over the top, and then just continuing down the line. It doesn't take long to do, which is really good. So I've just got one more bit to do, and then we'll see how far this netting stretches down. The really nice thing though is because I'm using these on the metal posts, I'll show you in a second, but they've got the little or bits that have been stamped out of it, so that I'm hoping I can just hook the netting onto those. We'll give it a go in a second, and then that should really hold the netting in place without me having to use any ties or anything like that. Anyway, let me just finish this row off and we'll just see how we get on. Okay, that was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be honest. So that's a good omen, because anything that's complicated and difficult to do tends not to get done, doesn't it? So that one, in my books, it doesn't. That was really quite simple. So all I'm going to do now is basically see how far this stretches down the row, or downwards, and then I'm hoping I can just hook it onto the metal post. Let's give that a go anyway. So I can stretch this down really quite a long way, but my little bits of I don't know what you call these, little hooks I suppose, these are really to catch, put the wires or the fruiting lines or the catch wires through, but I can actually use it for the netting as well. I'm going to use the bottom one, and I should be able to just tuck the netting in, and then it catches on the little hook, as it were. So I think that might do. I'm going to give it a go anyway. Yeah, I can't see anything wrong with that. Okay, I can see one problem with that idea, and that's when it's windy like it is now, it rattles around a little bit and then comes out of those little hooks. So I'm going to have to think of a different way of doing this. I don't think I've got any alternative other than to use something like cable ties, something like that. I should be able to use something like that. And also halfway along the row here, it obviously comes up. So I'm going to have to tie this down a little bit lower, and then that should protect the grapes behind. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, these metal ties that I've been using to tie the metal support cane to the fruiting line. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to bend them over like that, so I've got a nice smooth curve like that. I'm just going to reach in behind, bring the netting together like that, and then I'm just going to shove the wire through and just give it one very simple curve like that. I want it to be really quick and easy for when I come to dismantle the netting, probably in about a fortnight's time, and move it on to the next area. I don't want to be fiddling too much, I don't want to be fiddling too much by undoing loads of cable ties or twist ties and things like that. So just shove it through, quick twist, and then that should be it. We'll see how it goes. I might have been making a big error here, but I don't know, we'll give it a go, can't we? Huge thank you to my Patreons, and for just a few dollars a month or per episode, it's totally up to you. You get a lot more background information and more videos that I don't put on YouTube, so maybe I'll see you over there. Okay, well, we'll just have to see how that goes. So hopefully that will keep the birds off. But if you want to check out this video here, I talk about the kite that we installed a couple of years ago, just to see what that was like as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'll catch you later. I've just got a few more rows to do now. See you later. Bye for now.